G'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph here, and I'm stoked to bring you a really new product today. I've been working with Ulanzi, and they have sent me what's called the Ulanzi L2 Cute Light. Where did they get the name from? Well, it looks really cute. You want to see it? Okay, here we go. Isn't it cute? Look at it. It's so cute. Yeah, it's cute. It's 70 grams. It's about the weight of an egg. It's waterproof. Has 4 different light settings. It's 41 mils by 41 mils by 38 mils. This little thing, although it's made of plastic, has this really tough appearance. It's got a magnetic back and a magnetic front. The magnetic front is for some filters and options we'll talk about a little bit later. And the magnetic back is so you can stick it to stuff. They've thought of everything. It's really cool, isn't it? Do you want me to show you how it works and what it looks like? Here we go. They have the central front element with magnetic siding. So you can place filters on the front of that, which we'll talk about later on. Here is the on and off. You hold it down and it turns on. It turns on at the lowest setting, and then you go 1, 2, 3 to the brightest setting and back again. If you turn it off on the brightest, when you turn it back on, it turns on the lowest. Pretty handy, I reckon. All you need to do is hold it down, it turns on and turns off. It's got a 1/4-20 mount on the bottom, and it has a tripod attachment in the package, so you can attach it to any camera or the cold shoe of any camera on top. And then on top it's got a female cold shoe, so you can plug a microphone or even another light or any other accessory on top of this, so it sits with your camera here and your other accessory here, all neat and snug. The Ulanzi lights do that, bit of a feature and a good one, I reckon. If you look on the back, this is all magnetized, so you can stick it on stuff. Watch this. Then it has a unique Ulanzi charging port, which is magnetic, and you get 2 60cm USB cords, both exactly the same. I'm not sure where you get 2, but anyway, there's a lighting indicator there. And if you want some more information about this light, on top of what I've already said and what I will be saying, there's a written review that I've done that'll be linked in the description for it. The indicator light is just there. When you shine this light at its fullest, at its sharpest, it lasts for 60 minutes, and when you do it on its dullest, it lasts for 240, but it only takes 60 minutes to recharge. Does it work while it's being recharged? Yes. Come on. One of the issues is, I'll turn this off because that looks rubbish. This, when you burn it on the brightest setting after about 20 minutes, this part heats up and is actually really quite hot, and if it's near something quite flammable, would also be a little bit dangerous. So just be aware of that when you're on the brightest after about 20 minutes. When you have it on the lowest setting, not so much. So let's talk about the big defining feature of this light, and that is that it's waterproof. Talk about waterproof products, we need to be really careful, because you can't say that's something waterproof and take it scuba diving down to 20 meters and expect it to work. But you can be more wet than just chucking it in the shower if that's what you're into. So this has an IP rating of 68, IP68, and that was introduced or invented by the International Electrotechnological Commission, IEC. So every watch or phone you have or other technology that is waterproof will have an IP rating. An IP68 is better than IP67, and an IP68 guarantees protection in water up to 1.5 meters deep for 30 minutes. That's what an IP68 gives you. Bottom lowest common denominator. And then what happens is the manufacturers then have their IP68 rating, and they take this and they do some more testing with it. So the testing that Ulanzi has done with this has resulted in them classifying this as it's water resistant to 5 meters. Now, waterproof to 5 meters means you can confidently swim at 5 meters down with this for, say, half an hour. Water resistant means you could drop it to 5 meters, and providing you collected it within a reasonable amount of time, it won't break and it'll still work. So ideally, you can use this in some bodies of water. You can use this to get wet. You can get this soaked while you're out vlogging. You can do some cool underwater stuff with it, but it's not really a diving light. So if you're thinking I'm going to buy it to dive with, I wouldn't. If you're thinking I'd have it to snorkel with at a couple of meters, I'd just turn it on here and there, well, it may break, but you also may get away with it. You get the gist of what I'm saying? Let's talk about how strong this light is. It's 1,000 lux at half a meter. I'll show you some, we'll take it out in just a minute and I'll show you what it's actually like and what it can do. But at half a meter, it's 1,000. At a full meter, it's 300. So it loses 700 between here and here. The light dissipates as it moves away. When you're vlogging about a meter away, and 300 lux is much more palatable than 1,000. That's on top speed, might I add. Its illumination angle is 60 degrees, and this little puppy will give you 50,000 hours of work. Good luck ever burning this out. Basically, if it burns out before, you could contact Ulanzi and say, hey, can we talk about this? Because I haven't used it for 50,000 and what's going on. The color temperature is set to 5,500 Kelvin, and that is the universal setting for daylight. So it's daylight. It's not really warm and yellow or cold and blue. It's set right in the middle, give or take 200. There always has to be a give or take. So give or take 200, this will give you daylight, and it stays the same temperature regardless of how bright you have the light. Let's talk about this cool thing that I hadn't heard of until I started delving into to this little camera, the color rendering index. What is that? Well, color rendering index is a quantitative measure of the ability of a light source to reveal the colors of various objects faithfully in comparison with the ideal or natural light source. So basically, the higher the color rendering index rating is on this light, the closer it is to actual daylight. And its rating is 95, give or minus 2. Most LEDs are 80. 100 is perfect, and rarely do you get perfect. However, this is 95, so you can expect the color that comes out of this to be pretty much spot on daylight, pretty much within a little bit of a give or take space there. So let's talk about what it comes with. It comes in this cool little pouch. As you can see, it's about the size of a Big Mac, and it's pretty light. So I aim to open this and have a look at what is in here. So the light fits in here with a diffuser. The diffuser diffuses the light, so it's softer when it comes out. It's not so harsh. Softer light gives you better shadows and not such a hard line between light and dark. Also comes with what is called the blaster. Now, I wouldn't call this the blaster, to be honest. I would call this a focus tunnel or funnel, a focus funnel. Yes, because basically this is what it does. It focuses your light. See? So you have a circle of light. So it's perfect if you want to highlight a particular element really zoomed in from one particular angle. Also comes with barn doors. Again, another great way to focus the light. It all just attaches on, and you can focus in your light as much or as little as you like. So if you want it nice and narrow but wide, you can do that. If you want it to just block in like that but have it up like that, you can do all sorts of configurations with this cool barn door edition that goes on like that. Again, magnetized, boom. Then it has this cool little tripod mount. You can stick that on the cold shoe like so, or you can stick that on the quarter 20-inch there, and you're good to go. It means you can mount it on other cameras and other accessories, or you can mount other accessories to it, however that needs to work for you. And then perhaps the coolest feature of this lot, check out this. This is the other thing that comes with it. It's got 8 color diffusers. I know! So with that, you have dark red, light red, orange, yellow, light green, dark green, blue, and white. And you can use all of these in conjunction with your blaster, with your barn doors, with your diffuser, or with the honeycomb option it gives you. And all you do is whack it on your light, stick that on your light. It's like stick that in your pipe and smoke it. And again, we need to go outside and test these, don't we? So shall we? We've stepped outside and I've turned my camera on and there's dogs over the back fence. It's actually filming as we speak, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it at vlogging length away and I'm going to turn the light on the lowest setting at vlogging length away. This is the light you get. But what about the next level? It's getting brighter, right? We've still got 2 levels to go. We'll go another one. Want to see the last one? All right, here it is. Now, that's bright enough to vlog with. I'm bright enough to go blind with. I'm going to walk backwards and I can see that the eye detection on the Nikon ZFC is still picking me up. It's still bright enough to pick me up. Isn't that incredible? Now, there's a step here. I just don't want to fall into it. It's still picking me up. Can you see me? I haven't color altered this or color graded it at all. So what you see is what you get. Now, I want to show you something really interesting that you can do with this. This is a fence behind me. This is at top speed. If I put the white diffuser on, it probably takes the power of the light down by half, but makes it super soft on my face. See how soft my face is? Soft my beard is? It softens and then it harshens. However, we've got some other fun toys we can play with. We can put this, the roaster, the burster, the booster, the turbo, the focus funnel. Look at that. Now watch this. I'm just going to stand out the way, and so it takes all of this off, on, off, on. No wonder the dogs are going crazy. Let's put some color into it, shall we? If we take this is the colored, and see what happens. Let's go with red. Oh, moody. Yeah, you need to go see a doctor. And Smurf time. The other cool thing you can use this light for, especially if you put the focus funnel on, or the blaster or the thruster or whatever it's called, you can actually do really cool highlights of particular things without having to fiddle around with the light and blocking it off. You just stick the focus funnel on, put it on a small tripod, and you can highlight parts of a product or a face or a subject that you want to get with just a glimmer of light, colored light or side light or spotted light, and it comes up just mint. So there you go, you've been ran through what this light can do. Let's go back to the studio. What did you think about the light? It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty versatile. That's what I love about it. It's got a bunch of cool features. Even has this carabiner that you can attach to the carrier box, put it on the outside of your gear, stick it on your bag, throw it on your handbag, and use it, take it everywhere you want rather than it taking up space in your kit. So for $32.95, waterproof, bunch of options, sturdy, can mount it to stuff, mount stuff upon it, and have all these accessories. That is a steal. And there's a link in the description below that if you go there, you'll be able to pick it up from your Ulanzi for that price and do yourself a favor, really, because you can use this in all sorts of different ways, from vlogging to highlighting certain things. You can take it out in the field, or you can have it in the studio, you name it. This versatile, magnetized light will get you out of a bunch of jams. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, join us in if you like, and if you take any epic shots with this to highlight some stuff, join our Facebook group and share some of your work, share some of your photos, join in the creative crew, or join the channel. That'd be epic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Just dropped it and I can't see anything because I'm staring into the light. I don't have a clue what's going on. Light is so bright. I guess that's a good thing.